kind of strength that the world will never applaud while it is being built. It doesn't trend. It doesn't post. It doesn't perform for an audience or seek validation from a crowd. It doesn't announce itself with a caption or a countdown or a motivational quote overlaid on a sunset. It simply goes quiet. And in that quiet, in that misunderstood, underestimated, deeply intentional silence, it becomes something the noise could never produce. Unbreakable. Welcome. You are watching The Stoic Path. And today we are talking about one of the most powerful and least understood moves that the strongest human beings make, not just once, but repeatedly, at every major turning point in their lives. They disappear. Not because they are broken. Not because they have given up. Not because the world defeated them. But because they have learned something that most people spend their entire lives never grasping. You cannot build in the middle of noise. You cannot heal in the middle of performance. You cannot become who you are meant to be while you are busy explaining yourself to people who are never going to understand anyway. So they go quiet. And they come back stronger. This is the story of why. The world's misunderstanding of silence. Let's start here, because this is the foundation of everything we are going to talk about today. The world has a deeply uncomfortable relationship with silence. We live in an era that has made visibility a virtue. Where presence is measured in posts and activity and engagement metrics. Where going quiet, even briefly, is interpreted as weakness, instability, defeat, or worse, irrelevance. If you are not posting, you are not progressing. If you are not visible, you are not viable. If you are not making noise, you must have nothing to say. This is the lie that modern culture sells, loudly, persistently, at every available frequency. And most people buy it. They stay visible when they should be recovering. They keep performing when they should be rebuilding. They keep explaining when they should be executing. They keep showing up in rooms that are draining them because they are terrified of what people will say if they disappear. And so they stay. Loudly. Exhaustedly. Emptily. Showing up without being present. Speaking without saying anything real. Connecting without actually touching anything true. And the people watching them, the people consuming their noise, never once suspect that what they are witnessing is not strength. It is the performance of strength. By someone who has forgotten what the real thing feels like. Short story, the river that went underground.